Hi, it's Miss Sofferman. I want to show you today how to request books from our online catalog.
You start at the school website, the Colchester Middle School website, and you go to Academics and then Library. On this page, you can find out all kinds of good things, including how to find a book in the online catalog, how to read ebooks and audiobooks, and how to request a book using our remote checkout. So, the first step is to make sure the book that you want is available in our library. So, click on Find a Book in the online catalog, click Middle School, and then you can search for your book. So, I could type in anything that I want, but if I know a specific title that I want, or if I know an author that I want, I could type that in and choose title or author. So, I'm going to click title right now, and it's going to give me a list of the books that are under that title. So not only will it give me Hunger Games, but it will give me everything in that series as well. The next thing I have to do is I need to figure out if that book is available in the library. So I look over here where it says the availability, and in this case, this particular copy is not available, but the next copy down says one of one is available. So I could choose that one if I wanted to. If I want this book, I want to make note of the name, the title of the book, and the author of the book in order to enter it into the form. I want to point out a couple of other quick things on this page. First of all, there's a version of Hunger Games down here that has a little audio icon here. That means that this book is an audio book. And this book, notice, has like an E in a little square. That means it's one of our ebooks. So you could go online to read one of those. Those are not print copies that we have in the library. If I want to search by a specific genre, the easiest way to do that, I could type the genre in here. That's one way. But another way is to, under sublocation, I can choose the genre I want. So say I want a really scary book. I could click on horror and then just hit enter on my computer, and it will show me all the horror books that we have in our library. So now that I know kind of what I want, I'm going to go back to the library website, and I'm going to click here to request a book, remote checkout. And that opens up our remote checkout form. Anybody can use this form. So it's going to be available so that our virtual students can get books, but it's also going to be available to students who are in the building in case it's hard for you to find time during the 2 days you're at school to get a book. So what you're going to do is you are going to scroll down here. It will collect your email address. You're going to add your first name and last name. You're going to note whether you're a hybrid or a virtual learner. And then you're going to put down what team you're on. If you're a virtual learner, I know that you are also on a team, but it's important for us to know that you are a virtual learner. So you're just going to choose full-time virtual learner there. And then you can, if you know the title and author of the book, you can type them here. Or if you have a certain author that, like, say, I really just want to read something by James Patterson, I think he's hilarious, you could write that here. If you're reading a series and you know what number in the series you are, you could write down the name of the series and the number of books that you want. But say you don't have a specific book, you just know you want something, you can scroll further down in this section. This whole rest of the form is where you can give Ms. Sofferman some information about the kinds of books that you like, and I can recommend some books for you. And I would just put a couple of books in a bag, and then you would get them, and then, if you like them, great, you can read them. If you don't like them, you can return them and get some different books. So, for example, if you like the DCF books, you could request those. And then it goes down through funny books, adventure, horror. In some sections, you'll notice, so for example, mystery thriller. Some people like kind of scary mystery books, but some people like mysteries that are not super creepy or scary. And I wanted to make sure that you could get what you want. So if you click on other, that might be a place where you could make a little note for me. And if none of these categories fit what you want, at the very bottom, there is, do you have any questions or comments for your school librarian? And that's where you can give me any additional information that I would help me find a book for you. Notice too, there's a nonfiction section as well. So if you like nonfiction, there's a whole list of categories of true books and what you might like. When your book is ready, several things could happen. If you're a virtual learner, the book will be placed in a cabinet that's going to be located outside the front door of the school. If you are an in person learner, then we will try to get it to you before the end of the day. We will either put it on a cart in a bag outside the library with your name on it, or we will try to deliver it to your last class of the day. I don't know for sure that we'll be able to do that for everybody every day. It depends on how many requests we get, but that's going to be our attempt. When you have books to return, there are 3 places where you can return your books. If you're a virtual learner, you can return your books outside the school at the book return bin. If you are a 6th grader, then there is a bin in the lobby right near the elevator. And if you are a 7th or 8th grader, there is a bin right outside the library. But any of you can put return books in any of the bins. If you want to come to the library, just check the schedule and find out when is the open library time for your particular team. And then you can come up when you have that open time. When you enter the library, you'll need to sign in and clean your hands using hand sanitizer when you come in the door. And you'll also need to use hand sanitizer before you touch any of the books. Any books that go home need to be quarantined for a week when they come back. When you're ready to check out, you'll come up and hold your book up to the plexiglass, and Miss Offerman can check it right out to you. While you're in the library, you'll need to wear your mask and you'll need to maintain 6-foot distance between yourself and anyone else, either looking for books or in line to check out.